What's going on, everyone? I am the YuGiOh Scrub, but you all can call me Bailey. I'm at like 438 subscribers right now. I would love to hit 500, but frankly, I'd love to hit 1,000 by not the end of this year, the end of next year. I think that'd be a really cool milestone to hit, 4 digits. 1 followed by 3 zeros, hence 4 digits. So you guys could be that lucky subscriber that helps me get one closer to 1,000. Click the button. Please, make me happy. My life depends on it. Thank you. We're playing a wind deck today, the worst attribute in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! But frankly, GOAT format, it doesn't seem too bad. There's actually some decent cards. Sylphid, Flying Kamakiri, and Sasuke Samurai, Gustav, Chaos Rider Gustav. There's some stuff here, so we're going to go ahead and save this deck. It's the default. And just go and join the GOAT format pool. You can see I was playing some Edison. And let's see how this goes. Don't have a ton of time to record. It is a Sunday. I'm trying to record before football, and we have about 2 hours to go, so 1 or 2 matches for this video. And they'll be going up Monday. You know how I do. Record in the past for you guys in the future. Though for you, it's the present. Opening hand, Magician of Faith, Rhoda, Sasuke Samurai number 4, Mirror Force, Pot of Greed. So we will Pot of Greed first, drawing Sasuke Samurai and Sakuretsu Armor. We will then, let's activate Rhoda, getting ourselves, we'll get Zalug. Probably should have saved the Rhoda, but then we will set Magician of Faith and set MST. Thinking that my opponent might not want to attack, thinking that it's a Don Zalug face down, or attack with something more than 1,500. And then we can flip Magician of Faith next turn. He also might not want to use Nobleman across out, thinking it might be a Don Zalug, which would not be a great hit. He activates Graceful Charity. So Sasuke Samurai number 4 is just a pretty good card that allows you to pop monsters 50-50% of the time. Getting rid of Giant Rat and Wakigiru Panda, so pretty good card. And then Sasuke Samurai, the first is just a Mystic Swordsman level 2, but wind. I will MST a Trap Dust Shoot, okay. We'll go ahead. Probably should have flipped Magician of Faith in case this is a torrential. But we'll go ahead and attack directly. Not directly, but attack with the Sasuke Samurai. And then we will set probably Sakuretsu Armor. We got solid card advantage right now, 5 cards to our 7. He activates Trunade, that's fine. What could he do here? Giant Rat. He will destroy my Samurai. I'll eat 900 damage. And we will just go ahead, flip Magician of Faith. Declaring Pot of Greed. And my opponent Rage Quit. What would we have gotten? To me, terrible draws. Okay, well, let's find a new match, because my opponent apparently couldn't handle the wind. Can't say the heat, because we're playing a wind deck, not a fire deck. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic day. If not, go and make it a fantastic day, and then come back and finish my video, please. Please, I beg of you, keep that watch time up. No one wants to play me today. They're just so afraid. Also, can someone, please tell an actual woman to watch this video? I have 100% of my audience being male right now. And not that that's a bad thing, but like 100% really? You know, a few hundred people watching, there's not a single woman who likes old Yu-Gi-Oh! Not even my mom. Or your mom. Alright, we're going to do my patented trick of leave and rejoin the pool, even though I feel like that would reset you to the bottom. But it seems to work. Alright, pick paper. We're picking paper again. And he picked scissors. We are the worst rock, paper, scissors player of all time. Hit my opponent with a GLHF. Okay, opening hands. Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, Magician of Faith, Sasuke Samurai number 4, and DD Warrior Lady. And a Ring of Destruction's our draw, so obviously we're going to open up with Pot of Greed. Getting MST and Sylphid. Excuse me, I feel a sneeze coming. Didn't have time to mute. I'm sorry, I apologize. Okay. Next, let's activate Graceful Charity. Drawing Torrential, Cyberjar, Solemn Judgment. And I think we will send probably thinking. We'll do Sasuke Samurai. And do we do Magician of Faith or Cyberjar or DD Warrior Lady? I think we have the massive advantage here, so we're going to send Cyberjar. I don't think we want that. We will then MST. Alright, so MST hits my MST. We will banish Sasuke Samurai number 4 for Sylphid. And summon DD Warrior Lady. And attack. Sylphid seems actually pretty good. If it's destroyed by battle, it discards a card from your opponent's hand. In a free special summon in GOAT format where special summons are hard to come by. Like, it does not seem like a terrible card. Is it? Yeah, no, it's not that good. And my opponent is AFK. Not paying attention. Who knows? Disconnected. Okay. And he reconnected. No problem. It happens. No effect. I'm not gonna banish the locomotive. That would be a waste of a DD Warrior Lady. And no Gores, so I will set Ring of Destruction and end my turn. He can attack over either of these monsters. I don't know how easily, but it wouldn't really do too much. He sets a back row and a monster. And we'll just go ahead, attack with DD Warrior Lady. It's a Ring of Destruction of his own, so we'll eat 1,500. He'll eat 1,500. I will attack with Sylphid. It's a spy. Gets himself another spy, and we will set Solemn Judgment and Magician of Faith. If he tries to tribute for a monarch or something, we have Judgment. Hopefully no Heavy Storm. I think I can let this go through. I don't think I need my Magician of Faiths that badly. Would have been obviously nice to get myself a Pot of Greed or Graceful back. Or actually, yeah, Pot of Greed and Graceful. But we get a Magician of Faith out of his deck. Only one, making me think he might be holding one in his hand. Because that seems like an odd ratio. We get Sasuke Samurai number 4. We will summon it. Attack Sylphid over the face down. Magician of Faith, probably. Knight Assailant. He pops a Sylphid, that's fine. And declare. I'll flip again. Heads. It's. I was thinking Sasuke Samurai number 4. It would have been just like, if it hits heads, you get it. But nope, you have to call it correctly. Okay, so unfortunately, can't get over the face down, or the face up spy. But we can try again a few more times. Still got Solemn and Ring of Destruction. But we've lost a lot of card advantage here, unfortunately. Take another sip of coffee. God, I love coffee. I still remember the first time I had a sip of it. It was my dad's black coffee. He was working from home that day. And I can't remember how old I was exactly. We'll call heads. And his Gravekeeper Spy goes to grave. Perfect. We get another Sylphid. Also perfect. We will banish. Special summon Sylphid. And try to attack over his face down. It's a Knight Assailant. Okay, I'll take that trade any day. Heads. Come on, another heads, another heads, another heads. Yeah! Alright, we got some card advantage going now. A bunch of darks in his grave, but no lights. We have Solemn and Ring of Destruction. And we draw Heavy Storm. Tails. I actually would have to look up the ruling. I don't know if this effect, I think the way it would work is I don't get to attack again, even if I call it. It's one of those add-all step, or damage step calculations, and just not sure how that works. Okay, he gets a Tsukiyomi. But we have Judgment Ring face down, so I don't want to do anything too hasty. He gets a Snatch Steal. That's fine, I think. And if he tries to summon Tsukiyomi, I probably will Solemn Judgment. So then he can't flip it face down and get rid of the Snatch Steal. I also just want to free up my back row so Heavy Storm is more effective. I'll take 1200, stand by next turn, I'll gain 1000, so it's only 200 per turn, which doesn't feel like a lot. I will set Torrential Tribute and end. Probably shouldn't have, considering we have the Heavy Storm. The whole goal is to get back our Sasuke Samurai by destroying the Snatch Steal, but just in case, I need to. He does have a Thunder Dragon, so I'm thinking he's going to drop a Chaos Monster here. In which case, I will Torrential Tribute, absolutely. I'll take 1200 because I'll get the 1000 back next turn. We'll Torrential Tribute. Unfortunately, not getting the 1000 back. And Ring of Destruction is now closer to dead than ever before. Probably should have saved the Torrential Tribute. My opponent lag out again? I'm going to assume so. He was wondering if Snatch Steal stays on the field. No, because it's an equip and it needs something to equip to. I can't type, especially when I'm trying to go fast. Yeah, so because it's an equipped physically can't be on the field unless there's something to be equipped to. So it doesn't need to say when the monster's destroyed, destroy this. Okay, we'll summon Exiled Force and just start poking for damage, because hopefully it will put the Ring of Destruction into live territory. We have Sakuretsu Armor and a Ring of Destruction. I'll take 1,000 life points from an Upstart Goblin. So he's playing Chaos Turbo, it looks like, with one Magician of Faith. I'm sure he would have said it by now if he had more than it. He banishes a Light in the Dark for Chaos Sork. Banishing the Exiled Force with the Chaos Sork effect. And setting a monster. And a back row. We'll go ahead, we will set a Book of Moon that we just drew, because we have to have some defense here. Hopefully he just goes straight to attack. MST's Engrave. No Heavy Storm. Still has a light and a dark. Setting another back row and another monster. We will summon Don Zalug and try to attack a monster. It was a Dekoichi. He will get a draw. I'll set Book of Moon and pass. He upstarts, giving me another 1,000 life points, making my Ring of Destruction actually live on a BLS now, which I will happily take. Using Book of Moon to set Don Zalug. I think that's how it works. The Chaos Sorcerer has targeted it, but I'm going to assume it works kind of like Brain Control. But I do believe Chaos Sorcerer can't attack now, because it did activate the effect. We have 5 cards to my opponent's 7. He's got a better board than we do, at least monster-wise. Who knows what this face down is, but I assume it's something with a pretty decent flip effect. Was that in hand when I noblemaned? When you noblemaned my magician? I mean, it must have been. Okay. It had been so many turns, I figured you would have said it. That's fine. Okay, so, I mean, I believe I'm not gonna... So he'll banish my Don Zalug. I did believe him. I was going to take him at face value. It just seemed odd that I thought he would have said it, but I guess he didn't have many spells and traps worth putting in, or worth setting the Magician of Faith for when he first had it. I will take 300. Flying Kamakiri. We're going to go ahead. Ring of Destruction. He should take 2,300. It's laggy, so it's not him. Alright, so we lost 230, gained 23. Okay. So even if I did Sakuretsu armor, it wouldn't have been game with a flying Kamakiri. What traps have I seen versus not seen? Let's Heavy Storm. Go 3 for 3 here, assuming it goes through. He has a Jar of Greed. 2 jar. Okay, so he's not running real traps. Not many, at least. It was a Regeki break. Okay. Summon Flying Kamakiri. And attack him for 1100. So he's got the card advantage. I have the monster on board that can get into another monster. It's a tribe. Okay, unfortunate. We'll definitely bring a nobleman. Book of Moons don't seem too good. Maybe one Book of Moon. Don't love Duo. But we are going first, so we'll keep Duo in. Don't love Heavy Storm. And Gustav doesn't seem too good. Cyberjar doesn't seem too good. And call. Okay. We'll go in with this. Opening hand. Scapegoat meta. Sasuke Samurai. 2 of them. Magician of Faith. Sakuretsu armor. We'll set Scapegoat. And end. Watch my opponent have card destruction here. He's definitely running it with the Night Assailants and Thunder Dragons. He MSTs, wasting an MST. I get 2 or 4 Scapegoat tokens, not 2. Blue Goat is the best goat, in case you didn't know. Alright, well, he hits Metamorphosis. Unfortunate, but we do have the Magician of Faith to get it back. And I'll discard one of my Sasuke Samurais, because I don't need it when I have 2 of them. Opponent is probably going to take the Sasuke Samurai, unless it's a Sangan or something. He does. And we will set Magician of Faith, and we'll set Mirror Force. So he knows what the face down monster is. And He knows that it's an attack stopper. Obviously, it's fine. I don't have a judgment. He saw. He noblemans my Magician of Faith. And unless he sided one out, or that's a Magician of Faith face down. Then he is cheating. So he's gotta, if he has two, it's either face down or in hand. Which is much less likely than before. Okay, it was face down. Fair enough. Probably gonna get pot agreed. Gets MST. I guess he knows that it's a chainable. Or not a chainable, I should say. Gets rid of 2 tokens. We get Rhoda. Do we get Dawn Zalug? Or do we get DD Warrior Lady? We'll get DD Warrior Lady. I think it is better. Okay, Torrential Tribute. He will search with Sangan, maybe getting himself a Night Assailant. Maybe Sinister Serpent. He's thinking a long time for this. He does have a Light and Dark Engrave now. Not gonna lie, buddy. You're gonna win this game. What are you thinking about so hard? Come on. Think a little faster. With all due respect. Getting it to Koichi, okay. I suppose Koichi is just a good +1. Something that you never really want to Sakuretsu armor. Hopefully I draw a Sasuke Samurai, we get a Solemn Judgment. Not the card we were looking for. Another Rhoda would be good. Maybe a Scapegoat. I'm just going to let that go through. It's a spy. Okay. Is he going to summon or set another monster? He sets. We'll eat 2,400 damage. Get a Rhoda. And we'll get ourselves Dawn Zalug. And we'll set it, because we know that's a Koichi. So we can at least wall him for a few turns. He drew the nobleman. That's a nobleman. I absolutely know it. No, it's just a BLS. It's a Chaos Sorcerer. Alright. Come on, let's finish this game. Delinquent Duo. GG's. And Pot of Greed would have gotten us. Premature, yeah, wouldn't have done anything. Let's see what he says. The first game, I can't believe you held it. Have a good one. Alright, so the deck, honestly, I think is pretty fun, interesting. I think Sylphid is an underrated card. Gets destroyed and just makes you go +1. I guess more neutral, because if it's being destroyed by battle, it's a +1 for your opponent, but then they have to rip a card. Cards that it would be good with, I mean, Heavy Storm is really good because it forces your opponent to set cards first. Maybe Giant Trunade, so you could run into something because it puts all the cards back in your opponent's hand. So maybe Trunade in this deck could be interesting, but I really like Flying Kamakiri into the Sasuke Samurais. I think those are pretty good. Chaos Rider Gustav, I mean, so it can get itself up to 2,000, but frankly, what does that really do? There's nothing, like, I'd probably cut this card, because there's nothing it can get over that can't be gotten over by other cards. I suppose like a Blade Knight without its effect, but there's not many cards, a Breaker, I suppose, but not much stuff is sitting in that 17 to 1900 range that Chaos Rider Gustav is benefiting from. It can't get over set Spy. There's not many things with set 1800 defense. I suppose a Don's Luke set, but that isn't too common. So I think Chaos Rider Gustav would probably be a card to cut, but it is a Wind Warrior, which is why we were running it. And it's an interesting card that can pump itself up to 2,000. But if you would make any changes to this deck, let me know. If you guys like this deck, if you have any suggestions, always leave comments. They're good for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching. I lost connection, and goodbye.